So, welcome to the video. I'm going to show you how you can use this third-party provider to scrape leads from Apollo for basically free, for dirt cheap. So you can see the workflow right here. €2 for 1,000 leads on this provider. Now, we're going to be using Ample Leads to scrape the leads from Apollo. This is kind of the workflow. We're going to go to Apollo, create a free trial account, which is basically free. We're going to select a search, create our searches. I'm going to show you how you can do that for your niche. And then we're going to export that, that search to Ample Leads, which is our third-party provider. And then it's going to render it and give us all of these leads to Google Sheets in about 24 hours. So let's get to Apollo first. If you haven't already, create your account. If you don't have one already, just create one. It's free, so it's not going to cost you anything. So just go to Apollo, create this account, and you should go to people, right? So in the left search bar, you have this icon people, and just click on that. And what you're going to do here is select your search. So you can already see I made up a search, but I'm going to walk you through all of these settings manually. So lists, this is bullshit. Persona, I don't know what the fuck this is. We have email status. Now this is important, right? So if you want verified emails, if you want all of these leads that are gonna be listed here and that you're gonna be exporting, if you want them to have verified emails, you're going to select the setting. Now, if you have your infrastructure where you can verify the leads on your own, feel free to just check that off because there's going to be more leads that have verified emails. This is just the ones that are 100% verified. So I suggest doing that. That's what we do. And then the job titles, very, very important. You don't want to be scraping some technical managers or some bullshit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to job titles and do three roles, right? So you're going to do CEO, you're going to do owner, you're going to do founder. So let's go and put also owner in. Also very important one is going to be founder. So let's do this and also put in founder. Yeah, I mean, Apollo is, they have a shit software. It's like taking so much to load. Yeah, so let's just put in founder. And this is gonna ensure that we're not getting any other roles, that we're just speaking to decision makers. So if you're doing cold calling, you only want to speak with decision makers. And even if you're sending emails, you can maybe sometimes reach out to the marketing manager, but mainly you want to speak with the owner. And then the company, this is bullshit. Once again, we have education. Maybe it's relevant to your niche. Maybe if you're working with like individuals for something B2C, maybe a franchise or something, you want to put that. But for most of you who are going to be in like an home improvement, B2B, e-com, some niche like that, this is not going to be relevant at all. Location, I just most of the time put United States because it's the best market to sell to. Europe is also a very good one, a very good one, and UAE, but it's very small, so you can just put UAE as kind of a complementary location. But I just put USA and Canada. And then employees, for my niche, which is B2B, I basically work with consultants and agency owners. It's going to be 1 to 10 because most agency owners that are making anywhere from 2 to 20K per month or probably even to 50K, they're not going to have more than 10 employees. So that's my market. I don't want to target, this huge conglomerates of marketing companies. Industry, very important. Like if you don't do that right, you're gonna just get bullshit companies that are not gonna be within your niche. So what you're going to do is you are going to go to first the industry, and I put just marketing and advertising and management consulting. If you're in the real estate, you see you have in a real estate niche here. If you help construction companies, you can also select that. So just feel free to do that. And then for the keywords, this is just to filter the search down. If it's too big, you can filter it down by including these keywords. Now, what this search right here, what this is going to do is it's going to basically, how can I explain this? It's going to make sure that this person, right, every lead has has, either of these keywords, right? So if a coach has a system in their profile, and another coach has acquisition in their profile, it's going to list them both here. But this search, what it's going to do is it's going to make sure that this person has both. So it's going to make sure that it pops up only the coaches that have acquisition and system in their bio or in their keywords, right? I'm going to do just without keywords for the sake of this video and just put it, let's say, system like this. And it's going to pop up probably about 1,500 or something leads. So let's see. So this is how you can actually, boil your search down. And you're going to want to do that. If you're maybe in the real estate niche, you're just going to put like luxury homes or property or something like that, right? Maybe loans if you're in the finance. It depends on your niche. So you're gonna want to, create a list of these keywords in a Google Sheets or something or in Google Docs, just to make sure you can filter this down properly. So you can see I have about 3,600 leads right here, which is a pretty solid search. And all of these other settings are bullshit. I don't know what this is. AI filters. Maybe you can play around with this. I never used it and it's working perfectly fine. Maybe if you're in the recruiting niche, like if you are a recruiter yourself, a recruiting agency, you can put on signals like, maybe they're hiring for some role. For my specific business, this is not relevant at all. So after you have this search, what you're going to do is you're going to copy just like that and then paste it here in the Ample Leads. Now, for Ample Leads, you're gonna want to create an account. It's gonna be very simple to create that. They have a very simple process, and it's gonna cost you about $2.50 to create a to get 1,000 leads. So it's gonna be around $30 per month if you subscribe onto a plan. But if you just use your free trial account, it's gonna give you 1,000 leads for absolutely free, which is gonna be pretty cool for a lot of you because 1,000 leads is gonna supply you for about a month maybe if you're not doing a scale. So you can see the search and then you're just gonna want to put 3,600 just like this and name your search, let's say marketing systems, just like that. And this, it says it's gonna take me 3,600 credits, which is about six to $7. So you can scrape this right here. It's gonna take about 24 hours for them to process this and scrape it from Apollo. I'm not going to scrape this to waste my credits. I don't want to waste my credits just for this video. But you can do that, and it's gonna give you a search just like this one. Let's say this is the one that I scraped recently, and you can see you're gonna have all of this data formatted just like that. Um, it's going to be very simple. It's probably going to give you more data, more bullshit data, and you're going to have to remove that. It's going to give you their logo, URL, and it's going to give you their Twitter profile and their LinkedIn company profile, and you're not going to be needing that. I just delete all of those bullshit columns, and I just focus on LinkedIn, company website, company name, first name, last name, company phone, email, city, and employee count. So this is just what I focus on for our email system. And this is, if you're running outbound, you probably should do as the same. You don't need their logos or their profile pictures. You don't need that. These URLs. So just filter it down and have a nice little list like this. So yeah, this is really how you can scrape leads from Apollo. This is the workflow. You can probably automate this. I've never tried it, but you can probably do it if you're, an AI, I don't know, magician or something. So feel free to do whatever you want with this information that I've just listed out. Hope this was valuable for you. Make sure you subscribe. You already have a website in my description and everything. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing day.